Well, good afternoon. How y'all doing?
Hey,
All right, all right. I can see that. I need to fix that because I'm in the video, man. You can say something real quick because I can see
um,
it's below.
he finna fix something because something is blurry. Yeah, it's making me look all cloudy and stuff. Like I do got bags under my eyes, but yeah, I've been up since 6 o'clock this morning. But what's going on with
It's
it?
right there.
Hey
All right.
guys.
How y'all doing? We thank y'all for joining us once again for another day with Marriage for Grown Folks. My name is Robert Williams. I'm here with my lovely wife, Loretta Williams, and we just
Hi guys.
glad that y'all could join us. I hope y'all enjoyed that new intro video that we had hooked up. So we just glad to be here with y'all again.
Yeah. Thank you. Thank you guys for returning. We are in our home, so you will hear some background people, and that's the people that live here with us. That don't know how to control their lips. So I'm gonna go check them out real quick, and I'll be right back to y'all. No.
Let's do what we
He
gotta do.
don't
No,
want to
no, no,
leave.
no,
He don't
no,
want me
no,
to
no,
leave.
no.
But I don't want them to be
They sound
tripping.
fine right now.
Honey. Okay. Well, we having a little heated argument right here
We not having
on the
no,
line.
we not having a heated argument at all.
He don't want me to go check the little people.
But we just glad y'all here with us today, and uh, we got tons of questions. I don't know if we're gonna be able to get to
So
all the
all of them.
questions today, but we got tons of questions we're gonna get to, and I think we're gonna start off with an icebreaker.
Yeah, I didn't write it down, but I remember I texted to you. So
I could pull it up.
yeah. Doo-doo-doo-doo-doo-doo.
Oh, it's right here.
Okay.
You got it?
So the icebreaker is let's have fun. Somebody sent this in to us. All the questions are sent in to us. Uh, we're gonna start doing our own questions because people be getting too personal. But all of the questions are sent in to us. So
And we are happy that y'all sending the
that y'all
questions,
are
so we
sending the
thank y'all.
questions is thank you. But I guess we might need to do some. I don't know, just whatever. Let them send the questions. Okay, it says let's have fun and take off the ministry cap for a second.
Ho, 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 ho. Speaking of ministry cap, Lord Jesus. So before we get into this icebreaker, let me do something that I have not done in the last couple of videos, which is pray ourselves in. Let's pray. Dear Heavenly Father, we just thank you for this time. Lord, I thank you for my wife. I thank you for allowing us to be together for 24 years. Lord, I thank you for this platform. Lord, I just ask that you have your way, Father God. Be in the midst of this recording, be in the midst of everything that has to be said and be done. We ask that you get some glory. In Jesus' name, amen.
Amen.
All right,
I
so back
peeped
to the
that a
question.
little bit. Okay, let's have fun and take off the ministry cap for a second. I know you guys are saved Christians, but before salvation, what kind of music did you listen to? Can you sing at least one verse of your favorite rapper or R&B song? Have fun with it. You want to go first?
Ladies first.
Ladies first. Ladies first.
I thought that was
Well, I used to like my favorite rapper was Tupac. Uh, Not only did I think he was also fine. Tupac was fine, yeah, very handsome. But I literally did like his music because his music, even with the cussing, his music had meaning. One of his songs he used to sing quite often was well, not quite often. One of his songs that he used to sing that I liked was Brenda's Got a Baby. I liked Dear Mama. I liked Keep Your Head Up. I mean, I liked all his music, but those were some of my favorite. And one, I guess Brenda's Got a Baby. Brenda's, I mean, I'm not gonna sing it because I'm not a singer. Um, but it was Brenda's Got a Baby, but Brenda's barely got a brain. A darn shame the girl can't hardly spell her name. That's not our problem. This up to Brenda's family. Well, let me show you how it affects the whole community. Now, Brenda never really knew her mom's and the dad was a junkie, put death to his arm. It's sad because I bet Brenda doesn't even know. Just because you're in the ghetto doesn't mean you can't grow. But oh, that's a thought. My own revelation. Do whatever it takes to resist the temptation. Brenda's got herself a boyfriend. Her boyfriend was her cousin. Now let's watch the joy. And she tried to hide a pregnancy from a family who really didn't care to see or give a darn if she went out and had a church of kids. As long as when the check came, they got first dibs. Now Brenda's belly's getting bigger, but no one seems to notice any change in her figures. She's 12 years old. She's having a baby. In love with a molester who's sexing her crazy, and yet he also thinks that he will be with her forever. And dreams are the world when the two are brought together, whatever. He left her and she had the baby solo. She had it on the bathroom floor and didn't know so. She didn't know what to throw away or what to keep. She wrapped the baby up and threw him in the trash heap. I guess she thought she'd get away, wouldn't hear her cry. She didn't realize to how much the little baby had her eyes. Now the baby's in the tragic bawling. Mama can't help him but to her to hear him calling. Brenda wants to run away. Mama say you're making me lose pay. The social worker's here every day. Now Brenda's got to make her wrong way. Can go to her family. They won't let her stay. No money, no babysitter. She couldn't keep a job. She tried to sell crack, but ended up getting robbed. So now what's next? It ain't nothing left to sell. So she sees sex as a way of leaving hell. It's paying her rent. But she really can't complain. Prostitute found, slain. And Brenda's the name. She's got a baby.
All right, all right. Hey, look at the flow. Look at the flow. Look at the flow. All right, all right. Now I'm definitely not gonna do any rap that I listened to growing up. I don't. It's not good for ears for the kids. But I'm gonna say my favorite R&B group is Boys to Men. You know,
Yeah,
I love
Boys
the
to
Boys to
Men
Men.
too.
So you know, I'm not a singer. I'm not a singer. But you know, one of my favorite songs was them is what's that song? What's that song? What's that song? I make love to you like you want me to, and I hold you tight, baby, all through the night. I'll make love to you like you want me to, and I will not let go until you tell me to. Or I could win with the boys. Uh, I think it was it Shy? And let me lick you up and down till you say stop. Let me play with your body, baby, get you real hot. Let me do all the things you want me to do. 'Cause tonight, baby, I wanna get freaky with you. Ah. No, I'm not gonna say no, that's it.
Yeah.
So those was a couple of songs that I like to listen to growing up R&B. Like I say, Boys to Men. That was my guy. I think they was the best. You know. Or I could have went with Lil KC and JoJo. Forever, my lady. No, I'm not gonna do it. I'm not gonna do it. I'm not gonna do it. But once again, yes, we glad to have y'all here, and we're gonna get right into it. I have here. I have before we actually get into the questions, I found this thing. I was on the website doing a little search, and this guy named Joshua Becker, he had like 8 key things for a healthy marriage. I jotted down 5 that I thought was very important, and I think that actually will kind of help, kind of tie into some of the questions we got. So the first one here, it said love/commitment. It says this: marriage is a decision to be committed through the ups and the down, the good and the bad. When things are going well, commitment is easy. But true love is displayed by remaining commitment even through the toughest trials. So it's here he's talking about love and commitment. And it's saying that it's easy to be committed when everything is going well. When the sun is always shining, then it's always easy to be committed. But you can show your true commitment in the tough time. That's when you find tough love, real love, and unconditional love. When you can stay committed to that person, even in the tough times and in the rough times. So, the second one here is patience and forgiveness. I've been talking a lot about forgiveness. If y'all been watching our website or even on the website, check out the website. You can go to www.marriageforgrownfolks.com. Check out the website and the blog. They have a few things there dealing with forgiveness. But it said, no one is perfect. Patience and forgiveness will always be required in a marriage relationship. Successful marriage Successful married partners learn to show unending patience and forgiveness towards their partner. They humble themselves and admit their own faults and do not expect perfection from their partners. So we can't expect perfection from our partners. They do not bring up past errors in effort to hold their partners hostage. So they say, don't bring up their past mistakes in order to hold them hostage. And they do not seek to make amends to get revenge when mistakes occur. If you are holding onto a past hurt from your partner, forgive him or her. It will set your heart and relationship free. So we got to know how to forgive and we got to learn how to be patient. I think that's a key thing, being patient and forgiveness to your partners. The next one is time. Relationship don't work without time investment. Never have and never will. Any successful relationship require intentionally quality time together. And quality time rarely happen when quality time is absent. So that means if you're not putting in any time,
Yeah.
it's not going to happen.
Yeah.
The relationship with your spouse should be the most intimate and deepest relationship you have. Therefore, it is good to require more time than any other relationships. So you should be spending more time with your spouse than any other relationship you have. If possible, set aside a time each day for your spouse and a date night. Here he said once in a while won't hurt, but to me, I say you should have a date night often,
Often.
at least once a month. At least once a month to do something to get away. The next one is honest and truth. I'm not going to read that. And selflessness. So we got to learn how to be selflessness. So not selfish, but selflessness. So we got to learn how to spend more time with our spouse and stop thinking about your spouse and stop thinking about yourself and think about your spouse more often. All right,
Okay. Where's the pencil?
right here.
Okay, so that's how long we have right there.
Yes, ma'am. That's why I cut mine short, 36 minutes.
Wow. Okay. So the first question is, uh, what, if anything, would you give the younger you about marriage?
The younger me. So is it more for younger folks, or
Like
I'm not sure what they said. The younger me, or what would I give myself
yourself
at an early age
going into marriage.
going into marriage?
Right.
Uh, kind of some of the things I just mentioned. One, being patient, being forgiving, uh, spend some quality time together. It's not all the way about quantity, but quality time, good wholesome time. Keep God the center of your marriage. Uh, always uh, seek godly counsel when it comes to your marriage, and not just good counsel. because good counseling might not can cause your marriage to stay. So I would say seek some godly counsel for your marriage, and have fun. And one more thing I would tell myself, because I know me, take the limits off.
Yeah, I would say I agree with Robert with everything he said. You know, seek godly counsel, take the limits off, and be always be mindful of what you're doing, how you're spending your time, being patient with your spouse, with yourself. Period. Um, and I guess yes, just take the limits off. Just take it off. Be adventurous. Try to learn new things and be okay with learning things. Be okay with change. Yeah.
Yeah, and like she said, be spontaneous. Don't be so rigid that if be flexible. I guess is more what I'm trying to say, because when you be so rigid, if you move something that's real rigid, it's easy to break or to break.
Right.
But if you flexible, then you can flex a little bit and you won't break, or your relationship won't break. So be more flexible and have fun. Have fun and have fun.
Yeah.
Enjoy your
Enjoy
spouse.
your spouse.
That's
Yeah.
what I would tell my younger self.
Enjoy your spouse. So number two, how long did you date, Lord? This question is directed to you, so I'm just gonna allow you to answer because this is not directed to me. How long did you date Loretta before you knew that you wanted to spend the rest of your life with her?
8 days.
Oh.
8 days.
Ooh.
Yes, 8 days. We was together a week and a day, and I knew she was the one for me. I knew that I was gonna spend the rest of my life with her. I believe I said it one time, but I share the story again. We was at my house.
Yeah.
We was we was on my bed. We was laying across my bed, fully
Fully
clothed.
clothed. The door was open.
The door was wide open. My mother was there. My auntie was there. So with no hanky panky going on, and we was just sitting in my bed, and we was talking, and I told her. Well, I started to cry, and then she began to cry. I asked her why she crying. She said because you crying. And then she like, why you crying? And I told her, I said, you the first girl that ever really got me to open up and to talk. And from there, I knew that I was gonna be with her. I knew she was gonna be my wife.
Yes. Okay.
So 8 days.
Okay. So I'm gonna let you answer this. I'm gonna let you answer all the questions first, if that's okay with you.
All right.
Because I think when you answer the questions first, I can piggyback off of you and our time. Like I won't spend as much time talking. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, that's fine.
So, what do you guys think about marrying someone for financial security and not necessarily for love? This is a two-part question because he then came back and sent this. Should I tell my wife that this is the reason that I married her? I mean, I am learning to love her. So I guess he's saying initially he married her
I understand. I
for
understand what he's saying.
financial
For,
gain,
for
but he's
financial.
actually learning to love her.
To
Should he
love.
tell her?
Let me tackle the first question first. Should you marry somebody for financial gain? And it doesn't matter if it's a man and a woman. And I'm gonna tell you no. No, it's never a good reason to marry someone for financial gain. Because I say that because you in a marriage, right? And say a couple of years down the line, God forbid, but something happened to your spouse where that financial, that money is not gonna be there. You might want to go check that out. But that money might not be there, or he or she can't take care of you like they used to because they got hurt. So now the finance and everything is left upon you. Now you was only entering into the marriage for the money, and now that he or she can't supply it like they used to, then it's gonna cause an issue for the marriage. and then you will be looking for a way out because the reason you came in for the marriage was for the money. And now that the money is gone, you're gonna want to be gone. So that's not a good reason to marry a person for money because it's not gonna last. And what if that person start tripping with the money and don't really give to you as you feel they should give to you? So that can cause a riffraff in the marriage. So no, never, it's not good. Now you saying you beginning to you're learning to love her, and should you tell your spouse that you are the main reason why you married her? Uh, Only you can truly answer that question because only you really know your spouse. I don't know your spouse. I don't know the ins and outs in the relationship. I don't know, how solid y'all is right now. So I wouldn't. I wouldn't. If you learn to love her and continue to love her and never bring up the reason why you got together or the reason why you enter into the marriage because that can destroy her and also destroy your marriage. And now that you're beginning to really love her, you can lose her. So I wouldn't suggest it, honey.
Okay. Robert, can you
Oh,
love?
you're not gonna answer that question?
No, I agree with you.
Oh, okay.
I mean, it's not really me to answer.
Oh, okay. I didn't.
Robert, can you love your spouse but don't like her? I'm asking because I can't stand my wife. I mean, it's to the point I don't want to be around her unless she sleep. Please help me get out of this funk.
Okay, so yes.
This was directed to you.
Okay, yes. There is yes, you can love your spouse and not. I'm I'm not gonna say not like her. I would say maybe not like some of her ways, and so or the way she acting right now is what causes you not to like her. So there's some things that have to happen over time for you to feel like I'm just not liking my wife now, and that's nothing wrong because it's that time I don't like my wife, but I love her, and I still want to be with him. So how to get out of that funk? Y'all have to maybe start doing some things that y'all enjoy doing together. First of all, find out what's the issue of you not liking her. What is it about her that you don't like? So that's the first step you have to start. Okay, what is it about her that you don't like? Second, have y'all communicated? Have you had this conversation with about X and Y and Z? I don't like this. I don't like that. And don't necessarily say I don't like, because I can really get you in trouble. Say this make me feel this way when you do this. So it don't seem so personal as you attacking her and attacking something. Like I said, I don't know really what it is that you don't like about her right about now. So find out what that is, have a conversation with her about that, and from there work on doing things that y'all enjoy doing together. Because I learned this: when you invest in something, the value of it go up. So if you put more time and effort in doing things that y'all do together and enjoy doing, then it would cause the relationship up. But if you put more time and effort in what she ain't doing right and how she not doing this and why this is not right because she ain't doing this and doing that, that's what's gonna cause the relationship to break down, and that's what's gonna cause her not to like you also because you only pointing out her faults and not pointing out some things she's doing well. So I would say do that. Tackle those things. Point out some things you do well. Tackle some things that y'all do together, that y'all like doing together. Put more effort and time into that, and then I believe that will help turn the relationship around, and then you'll start back liking your spouse.
Yeah. Okay. Out of you guys' siblings, I am going to answer some of these questions, guys, but with the amount of time we have, if I don't have anything to add to what he's saying and I'm on board with him, I'm not going to respond. Out of you guys' siblings, which one do you favor or have similar behavior patterns? I'll answer that first. I favor my little sister. Well, she favors me because she's a little sister. Any of you who know me and know my siblings, y'all know me and my sister Laura can be twins. The only person who say we can't be twins, that we don't look nothing alike, is our family. But everybody say we look alike. My husband even think we favor. Not necessarily. I don't think he think we could pass for twins, but he said we favor each other a lot. Now, one of my siblings that I have like we got some of the same behavior patterns. It is strange because me and my sister Belinda was not even raised in the same house, but me and her have a lot of behavior patterns. Like we both will pop off in a heartbeat, and we both like we're not finna sugarcoat nothing. My other siblings, they'll be like, "Oh well, no, not me and Belinda. We gonna tell it like it is. We not finna sugarcoat nothing from you. What you see with us is what you get. Uh, and if you ain't got to second guess nothing with us. If it's something that we want you to know, we're gonna tell you. And if we don't want you to know, we're gonna tell you. None of your business. So
Well, for me, I don't think I'm really behavior wise. Was that what the question said?
behavior wise and have similar features. Like I look like Laura, but my behavior patterns is like Belinda's.
Well, me personally, I don't think I look like nobody. Now they gonna say me and my maybe me and my younger brother. We got some features, but I don't look like none of my siblings.
You look just like your dad.
I'm a, I'm not a. I look partial like my mother, partial like my dad. I'm like
He's
in
a
between.
spitting image of his daddy.
No. I think Douglas look more like Douglas. Okay, okay. I think Douglas got more features with Douglas than I do. Now I got some. You can look and tell. Yeah, I came from him, but I think Douglas got more feature of Douglas than Robert.
I beg to get different.
I
think
look
Robert
more.
looks-
I'm like in between. I'm half mama and half daddy. I'm like in between. So, but far as characteristics, like nobody in my family.
Robert don't act
No, my
like
brother,
none
nobody.
of his. He has actually. You got his brother Greg. He has some of Greg ways, but it's like if on a scale of 0 to 10, he's like maybe 2. His brother is the full out 10. He's more like a 2. But to me, he don't look like none of his siblings. Uh, None of them. He's a spitting image of his father to me, though. But I mean, that's just my opinion.
All
So.
right. Okay. We leave it there.
Yeah, he looks nothing like his mom. Now your brother Douglas looked just like your mama to me, eyes and all. So we got 21 minutes. Let's see. Okay, I'm cheating on my husband, and I'm starting to love this guy. Maybe we shouldn't have asked this question.
Yeah, let's leave that question for the last segment. We ask a couple of more questions. We'll come back to that one because that one seemed like that one's gonna be a
Yeah,
minute.
let's do the easiest ones. In your relationship, whom is the more spiritual? I'm gonna go ahead and let the more spiritual one answer that question.
Well, uh, I guess I am the more spiritual one. Uh, I don't know where they're going with this question. To me, it doesn't matter who's more spiritual. It's just long as we both got a relationship with God and we use that relationship to edify Him, and we use our relationship to edify Him. I don't really care who more spiritual. If my wife was more spiritual, I wouldn't have a problem with it at all. But yes, I am the more spiritual one than the both of us. Maybe that's just the way God wired me up. That's just that. So she's right now trying to attend to the kids, get them something to eat. I'm gonna keep going while this what you call is going. So, what number did you just left off on?
Um, I don't remember which one it was.
Oh, okay. I can answer this one because this is directed towards me. How did you propose to Loretta? They want me to tell the story. How I proposed to my wife. Uh, it was her birthday. I actually threw a surprise birthday party. She didn't know. It was at my auntie house. I told her we was on our way to this little fancy hotel that they have in Chicago's, like the honeymoon suite and all that good stuff. So I told her we was going there for the night, but I had to make a quick stop at my auntie house. So we got to the house, and she came in. It was a surprise, so she thought we was just I just was surprising her for a birthday, threw a little surprise get together for a birthday and stuff. Her sister came over. I think Tamisa was there, and so everybody was there. I had the cake cover up because the cake said "Happy Birthday" slash "Will you marry me?" So I had to keep the cake cover up so it wouldn't kill the proposal. I so thing went on. We ate and stuff like that, and so it got time to for me to give her a gift. And so, that's when I came out, got down on one knee, opened up the box, and asked her would she marry me. So it was a surprise birthday party slash uh, engagement party. Yeah, so that's how we.
Okay, there you have it. Um, they say opposites attract. What makes you guys opposite? How do these opposites balance your marriage?
Well, I'm mainly more quiet, reserved, laid back. And not saying my wife is not laid back, but she's uh, more like the life of the party. She don't even have to know you, and she can be in a full blown conversation with you like y'all been friends for years. Not me. I'm not that type. I'm gonna have to warm up to you. So it might take about 4 or 5 of us uh, encountering each other before I can really get into a full blown conversation with you, unless it's something that I really have passion about. So that's the way we different. Like I said, my wife, she very spontaneous. She, full of life and energy and stuff like that. So that's how we different, and that's how we also balance each other out. So my wife got a quick temper, and so I'm more laid back. I don't have a quick temper, so we could kind of balance each other out. I can kind of get her to calm down, and sometimes she can kind of get me spooled up and say, "Yo, something got to happen right there." So it's a good balance. If we both was uh, quick temper, nothing would ever get solved. Everything would just get blown up out of proportion. Or if we both were reserved and uh, uh, take a lot for us to get to where we need to get to, nothing would ever get done. Everything would be lackadaisy. And by the time it did get done, it'd be too late because we hold everything inside, cause it to blow up. So that's how we kind of differ in those areas. And that's how we balance each other out.
I agree. I totally agree. Um, where's that question at? Oh,
You said from 0 to 60 real quick, me. Yeah, she can. She can get there from 0 to 60 real quick.
I can. But God is working on me, and the older I get, the calmer I get. But I don't think I will ever get to the point where I'm as calm as Robert. I don't think that'll ever happen. And I guess
And we don't need her.
balance each other
We don't
out.
need her to get as calm as I am
No,
because a lot of
a lot of stuff will go undone, or I'll say it, and people will walk all over us.
Yeah, so we balance each other out real good.
Now I'm not quick tempered to the point where I'd be all out in the streets acting crazy and doing all that stuff. I don't I don't waste my time arguing with people. Most of my arguments come from with my husband or one of the kids or somebody that I'm real close with.
We don't argue. We have intense fellowship.
Yeah, we have intense fellowships, or somebody I have like I care about a lot. Like if Demeek did, like Demeek commented, if Demeek did something that's just way off base, I care about Demeek like he my brother. So yeah, me and him gonna argue. But would I be arguing with somebody that hasn't been a part of my life like that, and I know it? No, I'm not gonna argue with you. I don't do that now. Back in the day, yeah, I would, but as we mature and grow and get older, things change. Oh, gosh, we don't have a lot of time. There's a lot of questions. But I am, if you come back and watch later, to those of you who have asked these questions, they will get answered because I'm putting check marks by the ones that we are answering. So,
Yes.
um, other than your relationship, have you both been in a serious relationship that lasts for at least a year? So, other than him and I, the length of time we've had with each other, have we been in a serious relationship with somebody else?
Yes.
Yes, we have. My longest relationship, other than with my husband, was 2.5, 3 years.
Yep. Next question.
Has past behaviors on your part, Robert and Loretta, caused problems in your marriage?
Yeah. Yeah. Past
Yeah.
behavior. Yeah. I I'm kind of hesitant to ask because I'm not really understanding. It seemed like something is missing on that
It's
question.
something missing to that
Has
question.
past behavior caused problems in your marriage?
Yeah. Past
Yeah,
behaviors
yeah.
have problems, has
That
caused
caused
problems in our
problems.
marriage. For you that sent this question, I think you need to expound on it a little bit more. Like exactly what is it that you're trying to ask? Just ask it. This is marriage for grown folks. I mean, if we cannot answer your question, then we can't answer it. If you're ashamed of putting your question out there, that's okay. But do know that we're not attaching any names or anything to these questions. Once you send in a question, either to me or him, it's deleted after it was written down. So half of the time, because of how many questions that be coming in, half of the time we don't remember who sent it.
So just put more to it because
Please put more
it
emphasis on
seemed
this
like
question.
something missing because it seemed like you want more information, but it's hard for us to get more
Information without you
without you
expounding more.
giving stuff.
Yeah, so we'll come back to that question. Expound on that question, please.
Probably got one more question before we can hit
that one.
that daily one you was gonna ask earlier.
Okay, so let's go to these ones because these are heavy hitters here, and I think they need to be answered. I've been married 6 years, but I'm carrying my husband's friend baby. Yes, I cheated. Should I get an abortion or have the baby and risk losing my husband?
Uh, a lot is missing out of that. Do your husband know that you're pregnant with this? Obviously, your husband don't know that you're pregnant with this
Obviously not.
because you asked him, should you get an abortion
Or risk
losing your
husband by telling him.
Uh, I'm gonna tell you this. It's time to put on your grown.
Your big girl panties.
Yep.
Because I mean, honestly, you risked your marriage when you. I mean, let's just be real. This marriage for grown folks. And when I finish, y'all already know. If you watch this live with me, you already know I'm not gonna sugarcoat it. When you lay down and opened your legs, you risked your marriage. So do the right thing because it's not that baby's fault. And tell your husband. If it's meant for you and your husband to stay together, y'all will. And tests and trials and BS, because that's what this whole thing is. This whole thing you got yourself in is a bunch of BS. You shouldn't have got yourself hooked up in this. And I'm just telling you, woman to woman, put your big girl drawers on and go tell your husband. If it's meant for you and your husband to stay together, guess what? Y'all gonna be together.
And the marriage vow says for better for worse.
For better or for worse.
But I'm not saying that your husband gonna stay with you because I don't know where
We don't
he at
know.
or his standards. You know,
Right.
so
Are we
So-
gonna sit here and tell you, yeah, get an abortion?
no, I'm not
No.
gonna do it.
We're not gonna do that.
No, stop. Put your big girl drawers
Put
on.
your big girl panties on and go tell your husband.
As we would say, man up,
Man up.
man up. Do what you got to do. It's
Woman up.
it's a
And take his friend with you. Y'all
That's the
sit down there
sassiest way.
together and tell.
no.
No, you don't think so?
No, cause he gonna go slap off. So he might try to hurt the dude,
Yeah.
and you don't want that. You want to try to,
Diffuse
alleviate.
that, yeah.
I mean, it's already gonna be tense, and it's already gonna be it's a lot of explosion and hurt, and a lot gonna come in there. So I would not recommend that his friend, be there at all. So-
You need to hurry up and do it as well because, I mean, I don't know how far along you are and time is ticking. So you might need to go ahead on and hurry up and get that and get it done. We're doing our live. If you're on your way, just come on. Um, put your big girl drawers on and tell your husband, sweetie. Just tell him. And if it's meant, it's meant. And your marriage ain't gonna never be tried and tested like this.
Yeah.
And your marriage ain't gonna never be as strong unless it's tried and tested. So go ahead on, put them on and go and let them tell them. So we're gonna do with this one. I'm cheating on my husband. And I'm starting to love this guy. But not enough to leave my husband of 15 years. I enjoy the friendship more than anything. My lover is pressuring me to leave my husband. And I know he wants to tell my husband. Should I tell my husband or deny when my lover tells him?
So you're cheating on your spouse, and you're starting to fall for this person, and but you don't love them enough to leave your spouse, and you want to tell your spouse because you're feeling pressure from the person that you're cheating with to leave your spouse. Well, this is my thing. If this person ain't good enough to leave your spouse, why you with him?
Why you with him?
Why are we wasting our time? First of all, you shouldn't be in this predicament anyway.
But
But you here.
that you in there.
You're here. So
yeah.
it's here nor there. So now you're trying to figure out what you should do. Okay. You already told us that this person is not good enough for you to leave your spouse. You said
So
you don't love him enough to leave your spouse. So that should be, you should let him know right now. I don't love
I
you
don't
enough
love you enough to leave my husband.
to leave my husband. So I'm not going. So you should break it off with him, and
like right now, like soon as you get off this live or soon as you see this live, go call him, tell him, do whatever you gotta do. Look, dude, I don't like you like that. I'm not trying to lose my husband over you. And I ain't. No, I'm not.
and
I'm not. I'm gonna tell my husband, but I'm not gonna tell my husband for the sake of leaving my husband to be with you. So no.
And think of this now. I need you to think of this, right? So you leave your husband, you get with this guy. How can you truly trust this guy?
Exactly. How he gonna trust you?
Because knowing that you have slept with this guy while you was married. So he was willing. So what make you think he won't do the same thing to you once y'all get in a relationship?
Exactly. No, break it off with him.
You know, sometimes we can get caught up and see that's the thing about lust and infatuation. It makes it seem like it's glorious and it's great and it's not. It's just an illusion.
Yeah.
That's all it is. It's just an illusion. And when it blows up, we lose precious things. Our relationship with our spouse and stuff like that. So it's just not worth it. It's just not worth it. You know, when you marry and you step out on your spouse, it's just not a good thing to do at all. It's not worth it at all because once everything come out in the open and your spouse is not forgiving or be willing to forgive you, now you lost something that you truly love, that you truly value, and it's gone. So break it off with him.
Break it off.
Break it off with him.
Don't let
It's
him
not
pressure
worth.
you like that.
Mm-mm,
Tell him,
mm-mm.
look, yeah, I made a mistake. And guess what? I'm finna make my mistake right, and I'm gonna go tell my husband, but I'm not finna tell my husband for the sake of leaving my husband to be with you. Bottom line. And of course, he may or may not accept that. But hey, that's not your problem. Uh, shall we move on to the next
We, we
question?
we can tackle one more, but
Yeah.
you got to break it off. It's just not. It's not gonna last. It's not gonna last.
It's not.
Especially if he's pressuring you,
Yeah.
and he's probably semi threatening you that he's going to tell your husband.
Yeah. Who's to say he gonna tell you? He probably ain't got enough. Did I
No,
say that?
enough balls. That's what I'm
Right.
trying
He
to say.
probably got enough balls to tell your husband. So, girl, please, don't worry about that. Don't let that joker pressure you like that.
What you need to do is just get right.
Get it right with your spouse.
Leave him alone. Leave the relationship alone, and get right.
Yeah.
Get right. And once you do that, everything will be all. Well, I'm not saying everything's gonna be all right because I don't know how your spouse gonna react. I don't know what he gonna say or what he gonna do.
Y'all
But
might
once
need to get
again,
some
like
counsel.
we told the last question. You gotta put your big girl drawers on.
Put your big girl drawers on and go tell your husband.
As they say, you made your bed, now you gotta lay in
Now
it.
you gotta lay in it. Go make your bed up. See if y'all. And I done told y'all to be quiet. If I have to tell you again, I'm coming up there with something.
So
Now
we really don't have enough for another question.
we don't.
We cause we
We
like
got
at
like 20 something more questions to answer.
we had like a minute and 40. As y'all can see, the time clock.
Time
clocking-
is
clocking down.
clocking down. But we enjoyed you guys, and sorry we didn't get to all of your questions today, but not this Saturday coming.
So
But-
today is the 8th, right?
Right.
So 14 days. So the 22nd. The 22nd will be the next time that we will come live.
You know what? Let's do a live if you're okay with it. Do you want to do a live this Saturday coming? Just to get these, because it's so many questions and I didn't even write them all down.
We would discuss that and we would let y'all know if we're going to do another live next week instead of staying on schedule because
It's a lot. It's a lot doing this.
it's a lot of questions.
Comment in the comment section and let us know if y'all would like us to do this on this Saturday coming again. Just for the purposes of getting to these next questions.
Also, don't forget to like us on Facebook, share this video, follow us on Instagram, and also check out our website. We got a website, so check out the website. Look at it. Great information on there. We always do a feature song on there, and also you can order your shirts, Marriage for Grown Folks, at the website. So get there. We enjoyed y'all. Glad that y'all Y'all was on with us, and we will see y'all either next week or 2 weeks from now. We will let y'all know. Thank y'all for
Comment
joining
below
us.
if you want to see us.
See you later.
See you later. Bye.